Hi, I'm Larry Perella, CEO and founder of Inst-I-Glass. I've been in glass manufacturing since 1983. I realized back then when I made 2,000 units a day, I had a hard time getting replacement units out. Sometimes took up to 3-4 weeks to get that out across the United States. It came home even more when I had a localized business of home improvement, and I did a lot of glass replacements there also. And sometimes getting glass from a supplier took 4-5 weeks. I knew there had to be a better way to bring good, not only quality, but timely services to my customers. That's how Inst-I-Glass was born. We were able to come up with an idea that we can manufacture insulated glass on site with top quality and deliver that faster than anybody else in the industry, most of the time in the same day.
When we started our business and started making sales, honestly, it really came pretty quickly. We started out and we were making IGs. Within the first week, we were making them. So we started off quickly.
In our first year, we saw about $225,000 to $250,000 in revenue.
One of the things that I really enjoy about my current job is that after I worked for Louisville's franchise in the sales department, I was able to take my experiences there in dealing with customers, and now I'm able to use that in training our new franchisees. And a really exciting thing is to watch somebody new come in, sit down with them, walk them through the process of understanding what we can do here, and then set them out into their own market and watch them succeed.
Inst-I-Glass Corporate will will give business to franchisees, especially when they have warranty work with other window companies that we go out and do work for. So that's instant money as well.
One of the things that surprised me the most about Inst-I-Glass was the fact that they promised a lot of help. They promised a lot of, not only on the technical side, but also on the business side to get going. But they've not only said that they were going to help us out, but they truly did back it up.
I've been in the glass industry since 1983. And there's one thing that I do know. On average, across the United States, it takes from 3 to 4 weeks to get insulated glass replaced in a home. With our concept, with the mobile manufacturing plant, you will be able to go to the home and replace it same day. That's the huge benefit of our franchise opportunity.
Well, we owned our own business, and looking at this business compared to my other business that we were getting out of, this one was much more profitable.
When you look at what they can do in the back of a 28-foot truck and compare it to the 150,000 square foot space that a typical window manufacturer will use, and the $15–20 million worth of equipment that it takes to build an IG in the large manufacturing sense, and for them to be able to shrink it down and do it in the back of a 28-foot truck or in an 8-foot by 20-foot box, it was very obvious to me why this was going to be a success.
From the day one to today, you can tell a huge difference in our business, and it's been successful.
Until now, most people have made the assumption that if something happens with the glass in their window or door, they're going to have to replace the whole thing. But they have years of useful life left in them. And with the process that we're using, consumers now have an alternative to replacements, which can be very costly. So replacing just the glass allows them to maintain the appearance of their home. They can restore energy efficiency. They can protect children and pets from broken glass. And they're also preventing waste being added to our landfill, which is a great benefit. So all of those reasons make it very easy for consumers to choose to do business with Inst-I-Glass.
One of the things that surprised my customer the most is how quick we can come in and complete a job at a reasonable cost and not have to spend basically the whole day in a home to fix something.
I was representing a seller, and we were actually getting ready to close. And the buyer was somewhat demanding through the whole entire process. And at the very last minute, they had these last minute requests that were going to probably make the closing not happen. And we had, the seller side, we had all the family involved because it was an estate sale, so it was a pretty big deal to get this property closed. And the buyer decided that the windows weren't exactly the way that they wanted them. And so in order for me to get this closed, I called Inst-I-Glass because I knew that they were the company that could help me out and get us to the closing table. And they came right out, dropped everything, and absolutely got those windows running, so we were able to close.
Customers choose to do business with us because of the convenience. They appreciate the fact that we can come out in one day and take care of their problem.
So being an Inst-I-Glass franchise, your customer base consists of residential homeowners, commercial clients, real estate agents, property management companies, insurance agents, and those give you referrals.
We've been in business in the Chicago area for about a year, and we're starting to see about a 25% referral rate from current customers.
The amount of business I generate off referrals, this is our third year in our franchise now. So it's a tremendous amount now. You know, after the first year it wasn't so big, second started. I guarantee, you know, most of my calls, if I get 10 to 15 a day, 5 of them are going to be a referral.
The first thing that I do when I go in and take a listing appointment is I sit down with the sellers and explain to them how important the windows are. The seal failure, where there's foggy windows, a lot of moisture in between, mold buildup, anything to that matter will make the home not show well, and they'll lose thousands of dollars just by not having those windows in proper working condition. And Inst-I-Glass is a wonderful company to call to make sure that they're in working order before I list the property.
When you're able to come in and really solve people's problems, when you know that you have a great service that you don't have to oversell, when you walk away and that customer is completely satisfied, that's a great pleasure as a customer. You don't have to work hard to sell what we do. You just have to let people know what you do, how you do it, and that they're really going to be taken care of, and you walk away from that feeling great about what you offered to them because they feel great about what they got from you.
There's nothing better going into a neighborhood, fixing a problem that your customer has and being able to do it instantly. Guess what? That makes you a lot of friends, and that gives you a lot of business.
Yeah, well, compared to a competitor, I mean, I go into some neighborhoods. It all depends on where we're at. And there are certain places we're done with a window and they're so thrilled that they're calling their friend and I'm heading over to their house next. Just because they want, you know, because they have bad windows. A lot of people have them, they just don't know it. You know, they just surface, and then once you fix somebody's, so they know someone that's going to need it done as well. So that's how it just kind of, the referrals start to blossom.
Inst-I-Glass has a distinct competitive advantage when it comes to insulated glass because we're the only company in the world that can manufacture a sealed unit right at somebody's door.
The use of Super Spacer allows us to make our IGs on site, able to basically custom build every single window, which most of them out there are, right on site.
But one of the fascinating things that I've seen since I've been here is the opportunity that we've had to grow into areas that I don't think even the founders really anticipated when they first started this company. We've started to do restorations and replacements on glass for RVs and boats. We've done heavy equipment. We've expanded into shower and tub enclosures. So I think as we add new franchisees and they bring different experiences in, or new products and services and opportunities become available, it's great for us because we can add those. This is a great model for expanding into new opportunities every time they become apparent.
I think we also like the freedom of being, of course, our own boss. And we also know when we were presented with the opportunity that we knew it was going to be a very close-knit group, that we felt like it was going to be a family business also at the same time. Even though it's a franchise, we felt like it was going to be a family business.
Inst-I-Glass franchise network helps each other out quite a bit. So when the opportunity came up that we got called on an RV to take care of an insulated glass issue, we honestly didn't have a clue what was going on, or what to do about it. But I talked with Butch and Brian Owens from the Knoxville franchise, and they were able to talk us through how to get into the RV side, and it's actually been our largest growth area.
First 2 years of the business, we were in a storage unit. We ran everything out of our home. We've grown, and once we started growing, we needed a little bit more room to not just put things, just, more employees, more items that needed to be taken care of, and it just became more of a business that you needed something like that so people could walk in and get anything fixed that they needed to, and items like that.
The business plan that I put together, the growth plan that I've put together has 5 trucks in the next 3 to 5 years, and hopefully 10 within the next 5 to 7 years.
We have had the Knoxville franchise now for 3 years, and it has been very successful, and we've been very pleased, and we would recommend it to anybody who'd want to get into this business.
We planned for, when we set out our business plan, we planned to do 20 to 30 in the first couple months. In our first quarter, we were anticipating to do about 20 to 30 per month. In the end, we started out, we had 70 units that we did in our first month, and we've ramped up. We're pretty steadily building 120 to 150 units per month at this point, out of one truck. So we're very interested in adding more capacity within our current area and expanding throughout the Chicago area.
So what if you can give the best quality attainable in the glass industry today? You can do it at a competitive price, and you can do it faster than anybody else. Why would the customer go anywhere else? That's how I know that this concept works. If this could be a franchise opportunity for you, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Thank you for watching the video. I'm Larry Perella.